Those who live on the Boise Bench, construction, either housing or road, has become a way of life. Well, in a growing city like Boise, it's really not surprising. But this morning, there was a new phase of a years-long project that got the attention of one Sean Kimmel. And he said, hey, ACHD, what is this latest abomination on our city streets? And Sean took a picture of what was happening on Kootenai Street. And he said, did someone misread the plans? 2 sets of these have been installed half a block apart on Kootenai, just east of Orchard. If you've driven that street, you probably know what he's talking about, or if you've driven it in the last couple of days. And yeah, you probably look at that and go, that's got to be a mistake. Are there going to be bus stops? Well, Sean also asked another question on social media today. How are 2 cars going opposite directions supposed to get through this at the same time? Well, Sean, let us show you the idea of all this chicanery on Kootenai. There's new construction on Kootenai Street.
Looks like I'm going to have 3.
Be back, send them all.
Which means another day of work for Michael Spence.
Today, probably, let me see,
who's been out here today.
About 6 hours.
His job,
last is a Ford red truck,
is to redirect traffic.
Copy your Ford red truck.
While others work to, well, redirect traffic.
Right now they're building these little islands, and that's what we're, I have no idea what they're doing with the islands.
The islands are part of a years-long plan to alter this alternate route to Overland Road.
Yeah, they got sidewalks now, and where you never had sidewalks before, and it's pretty nice.
These new curbs are called chicanes, and their job is to calm traffic on this Kootenai cut-through. It's what residents wanted because they say the 25-mile-an-hour speed limit is largely ignored.
Well, yeah, it's just ridiculous. You know, the speed, my God, you wouldn't believe it.
You think this will help?
It's got to help. Cut it down to 1 lane. Then they can speed up till they hit the next one.
And that's the idea, to force drivers to slow down because at some point, they're going to have to share the road. A sort of chicane game of chicken. Yeah, so when 2 cars meet like we're seeing here, what's supposed to happen?
One of them's going to have to give. Cause some fist fights or something, I don't know. Or banging up some fenders, I'm damned if I know.
There's going to be a couple crashes, you think?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you bet.
Only time will tell with that. But for those who live here, it's about time for this.
So somebody's going to have to sort of give, you know, be polite and not be in such a big darn hurry.
Which is the goal?
Well, you got to slow them down somewhere.
So ACHD told us today this is part of a $2.3 million project that goes back to 2017 when neighbors complained about the number of cars and the speeding on Kootenai, and they wanted something done about it. But most didn't want speed bumps, mostly because it would make it more difficult for emergency vehicles. So they went with these chicanes, which coincidentally also means trickery. By the way, ACHD did a traffic study on Kootenai back in 2015 to see how many cars use it and how fast they go on it. You know what they found? With a radar gun. They found the average speed on Kootenai was 27 miles an hour, which is only 2 miles over the speed limit. Talk about that's some chicanery, right?